So today we are reviewing the Sofirn. This is the SC29. I believe this is more of a newer release item right here. And I have been very happy with this light. They sent this to the channel, so big thanks to them for that. So one of the things right now as an HVAC tech that is very important is two things important for me are pocket clip and magnetic base. So this right here definitely does take care of both of that. So right there is the magnet right there. And then it does have a good pocket clip as well. Now, for some of you, you may love the lanyard. To be honest, I've never been a lanyard guy with these, well, pretty much with anything. And that hasn't changed with this flashlight either, but there is the option there. It does also come with the C charging cable that goes right over here as well. So again, keep that in mind. One of the things I love about these lights is that you basically can put them in your pocket and just sort of forget them. So I really don't have to charge these very much at all. This came, I think, partially charged. I haven't really charged it yet. Probably in a couple days I may need to charge it, but it seems to keep its battery charge very well. Again, I've been carrying this all week, and I will continue to try to keep carrying this off and on between other flashlights I need to review. But again, very happy with this overall performance. So let's get into the looks and the architecture of this. So one of the things, again, we have right here is some sort of square edges, I guess, so it doesn't roll as much, and that pocket clip helps with that as well. Again, the magnetic base, which is really nice. I do like the metallic construction, and then also that it does have, they're not extremely aggressive grips, but it does feel like these indentations, this machining on the side right here is enough that if it got really wet, it would help you to hold on to it as well. I do like this on the end, sort of gives it that tactical look. I'm aware that some people don't like the ultra tactical like points on the end, and so this is a way of being minimal tactical, I guess you could say. And then this is the view from the end right here as well. So very nice light again. All right, so let's get into its features. So what we have right here is when you press and you hold this button, you get the eco mode, which is 1 lumen, and supposedly this is good for 500 hours. So that is amazing to me. I feel like this light has some of the best stats that I've seen in a while. And so again, you can press and hold, and then you go ahead, hold it again, and we jump up to the low mode, which is 30 lumens, 50 hours. Again, we go to the medium mode, which is 350 lumens. This is 6 hours. We go to the high mode, which is 1,000 lumens at 5 hours. Turn it off, press it 2 times. We go into the turbo mode, which is 3,000 lumens for 4 hours. So I don't know how they can support 3,000 lumens for 4 hours. Sort of blows my mind. But anyway, that's what the stats read on here. So we can do it twice, go into that again, and then hit it, and then it goes into that strobe feature, which almost gives me a headache. So not a huge fan of that. To be honest, I'm more traditional. Not a fan of strobes, not a fan of sirens, not a fan of extra color lights that much, unless I guess you were using it to hunt. Sometimes you need red lights and so forth, but I just like more of a traditional light. And I have to say, this does seem to fit the bill for that in most ways. So you do have more of your traditional functions on here. They are fairly easy to learn. You can basically just hold it in, go through your motions, and again, just keep pressing it, and then it goes through, and then turn it off. There you go. And there is a way, if you click it 3 times, that it locks itself out as it flashes right there. Then you do 3 more times, and then it goes on to the light. Now, there is a memory setting as well, so it can remember the modes that you set it on. All right, so let's go ahead, take a look at the battery right here, and then we'll jump into some of the packaging, the statistics, and maybe just a little bit of things that you need to be aware of with this light. All right, so we've got the battery right here. Very cool. And again, really seems like a powerhouse compared to what I'm used to. As I've said before, gone are the days of the single and single AA battery or AAA battery. Things have really evolved. All right, so let's look through these statistics right here. Again, we've got turbo, high, mid, low, eco, and that talks about the hour time, talks about the throw distance, and then we have some of the ratings there on the bottom. Now, one of the things I did want to point out is that it is 4.7 inches long. So it is definitely on the long side, and then when it comes to weight without the battery, 2.68 ounces, 76 grams. It's not extremely heavy, but it will be a little bit bigger and a little longer than some of the other flashlights maybe some of you are used to. So for instance, this is the one I was carrying around, the Olight. This is the titanium i3T EOS. This pretty much just has on and off mode. There you go. Fits very nicely in the pocket. Very minimalistic. This Sofirn does take up a little bit more space. I don't think it's too much. I definitely think it's a great EDC light, but just be aware it definitely has a little bit more presence in the pocket. You're aware of it a little bit more. But let's talk about one of the huge advantages of this light is it's $33 on their website. So it is a little bit more on Amazon, and then the company has said they will send out some coupon codes perhaps as well. So I will try to update this video as I get that as well. So a lot of value in this light. I think it's a great budget option. And if we're talking at $33, I think this is the best option I've seen so far. Again, I have a fairly small flashlight collection, but it is definitely growing. And this is a great addition to that collection.